What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3, and now we have a new expansion, the first expansion for Horizon 3, the Blizzard Mountain expansion. In today's video I'm going to be going over all the cars that were added in the expansion. I'm not really going to be going over all the tracks and stuff, just focusing on the cars. So let's get started with the first car in the pack. It is the Ford Gymkhana 9 Focus RS-RX. This is basically Ken Block's Ford Focus, and it's a pretty cool car. It's the car that you start off with when you start the kind of new, I guess, career mode in a way. You get dropped off on the mountain, on Blizzard Mountain, and you get dropped off in this car. You have to go down like a little bit of a descent sort of course, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice car, slides around a lot. It's what you really expect from a rally car, really. And the Ford Focus, awesome car, one of my favourite sort of rally hot hatch cars, really, rally cars of all time. And yeah, it's a nice car. It drives like you'd expect. Up next is the Ford F100 Flareside Abati Racing Trophy Truck. Quite a long name, that one. Plenty of long names to come up as well. This is basically just a Ford F100 truck, but it's been made into a kind of rally trophy truck type thing, and it's alright. It's a little bit, it's a bit slidey in a weird way. It kind of coasts around a lot. You get it sliding, and maybe it's because of the snow and the ice, but you know, it really glides around. It's quite controllable when it's sliding, however it kind of wanders off, does its own thing. It's a bit hard to explain, but it's not too bad. Up next is the International Scout 800A. Now I believe this is a new barn find. I say that like that because I didn't actually find this car. When I went to go look at what cars were added in this expansion, this car was there, so I thought, oh, okay, this must be one of the other cars. That means there's 8 cars instead of the usual 7. I'm like, okay, maybe they've, you know, given us an extra car for, you know, because it's an expansion, not just a car pack. But then I heard that apparently this is the barn find, but I actually never found the barn find. I could get this car from the kind of garage, I guess, straight away. So yeah, it's a bit weird. It's a bit of a boring car, not that interesting. Next up, the Lancia Delta S4 Group B. This is a pretty cool car. I do quite like the Lancia Delta, the S4. We already have the Delta S4 in the game. However, this is the actual proper Group B version, so it's got all the upgrades, the rally kit, all that awesome stuff. And it's an alright car, you know. It's a Lancia Delta. I mean, not too much else to say about it. Pretty cool. Like I said, I did quite like the Delta, so it's a pretty nice car. One of the faster vehicles here, I believe. Kind of up there with the Ford Focus, I suppose. But I mean, it's kind of a fun car to just truck around, mess around with a little bit, and it's very nice. Up next is the Lancia Stratos HF Group 4. This is, what is it? Rally Stratos, really. Basically just like the Delta, however, it's, once again, I'm pretty sure we have a Stratos in the game already. If so, then this is just the kind of main rally version of it. Once again, pretty nice, a little bit slower than the Delta. Stratos has never been a car that I've been that interested in. I don't know what it is. I'm not a big fan of the looks of it. It looks a bit weird, and I don't like the yellow rims. I imagine you could change that, but from standard, it has these yellow rims. Don't like that. Up next, the Nissan Tyson Warrior Concept. This is a pretty cool car, and a car that I've never heard of before. Basically a Nissan pickup, a concept, I guess, because it's called a concept, so it's not actually in production yet, I guess. Yeah, pretty cool car. It's a bit sluggish and feels very heavy from standard, but I think with a few upgrades, this would be a very nice car to drive. You know, to chuck around. You could probably, I imagine, you could get a lot of power in this car. And take out the majority of that weight that's kind of letting it down, but yeah, it's a fairly nice car, nothing too special about it. Next up is a horrible car in my opinion, the RJ Anderson Polaris RZR Rockstar Energy Pro 2 truck. God damn, that's a long name. Yeah, this car was horrible. I hated this car. It's basically, it's not really a trophy truck, is it? I don't even know really. It's just a weird truck thing that I believe is rear-wheel drive. I'm not 100% sure, but it's an absolute handful to drive. I mean, you can see here in this gameplay, you can't drive this thing. it is absolutely all over the place, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it has too much power, if it's rear-wheel drive or whatever. It's awful to drive, and I absolutely hate it. And finally, we have the Subaru WRX STI VT15R Rally Car. Another really long name, but an awesome car. Probably one of my favourite cars in the pack. I do love the Subaru WRXs, and you know, they're kind of the staple of rally cars along with the Focus. You know, just an awesome car. The new WRX, I haven't really driven that much. This is the 2016 one, and yeah, it's a pretty nice car. It looks good, it drives nice. Really not too much to say about it. It's very much like the Focus, a bit slower because this one's only the top of A-class. Focus, I believe, is in S1, maybe S2, not sure, but it's a good car. So that is all the cars in the pack. So that's 8 cars if you count the international thingy scout with the barn find. A lot of good cars in this, a lot of good cars. I'd probably say that my favorite is probably the Subaru. I mean, we already have the Subaru in the game. The thing about this is a lot of the cars in this we already have in the game. They're just rally versions, so it's not great. But probably the Subaru. The Nissan Titan's pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of that RJ Anderson thing. I just think it's an absolute pile of crap. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Comment what other videos you'd like to see on Forza Horizon 3 in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video.